As you're sitting here, time is going by. For others this seems kind of slow, and for others this seems really fast. But most of us don't pay too much attention to the time on a clock, or even the individual ticks of every single second in a minute. But for many children, every single minute counts and makes a difference. Imagine staring at a clock and watching each individual tick pass you by. We take time for granted. Most of us don't even think about it. For most of us, we just complain sometimes it's going too slow. But what if I told you that in the next minute of your life, your whole world could change forever? Human trafficking changes children's lives every single day. It changes them forever, and in ways that none of us can ever understand. It doesn't seem like this could happen to you, but it's possible. Just as possible as it was for those elder children today who are currently being trafficked across the world and in the United States. According to UNICEF UK, 2 children are trafficked in the world per minute. That's over 120 children per hour. And that's over 2,880 children a day. Now, I've never myself been a victim of human trafficking, but just as easy as it was for those other children around the world to be human trafficked, it's very possible that I could have been too. Now, my goal is to persuade you. Not only to persuade you to listen, but persuade you to want to make a difference. I am here to persuade you to support Hope Again. It's a human trafficking organization that works locally and internationally to stop human trafficking for children. I'm here today to tell you what human trafficking is, how Hope Again is creating the stop and the prevention for human trafficking, and how you can join them in the fight to stop children from being taken away from their parents and trafficked here in the United States, around the world, and in your own very backyard. Let me start by telling you about human trafficking and what exactly it is and what it means to be human trafficked. Human trafficking is to be deceived, taken against your will, bought or sold or transported into slavery for sexual exploitation, sacrificial worship, harvesting of human organs, farm labor, domestic servitude, or drug transportation. Now, that's a mouthful to share. But the truth is, children younger than us go through this every single day. They're used for sexual exploitation, they're taken as captives, they're forced to work, they're used as drug mules. And the worst part is, for them, this is the only life they're going to know for a very long time. Human trafficking research shows that an estimated 1.2 million children are trafficked each and every single year. 1.2 million children. That's more people than I will probably ever have met in my entire life. On the UN.gifts research fact page, I learned that research shows that 43% of children that are trafficked across the world are used for forced sexual commercial exploitation. And 98% of that is women and children. Also, 95% of victims experience physical or sexual violence during any type of trafficking, according to the UN.gifts page. So that's not only sexual, that's between the drug trafficking, that's between farm labor, domestic servitude. They're experiencing sexual or physical violence. The website called abridgeofhope.com states that the modern slave trade makes over $32 billion a year. That's more than CBS, NBC, and ABC combined. That's also more than the NFL, the NBA, and the MLB put together. Children are being trafficked across the world, but it's not just around the world that it's happening here in the U.S. Did you know that over 300,000 children are at risk of being trafficked in the U.S. according to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence? 300,000 children. Now that you know about the problem and what it is, it's time to tell you how you can stop it. There are many nonprofit organizations around the world that help fight human trafficking, but there's one that I'm particularly drawn to that I'm here to tell you about today, and that organization is Hope Again. They fight locally and internationally to prevent human trafficking for children. Hope Again is designed to function in 7 different areas: rescuing, restoration, education, legislation, medical care, the arts, and equipping of children. They partner locally and internationally with victims of human trafficking to help eradicate this fast-growing epidemic and bring hope again. Their mission, as listed on their website, hopeagaininternational.org, is I am hope, we are hope. saving ourselves by saving one child at a time. They are based locally here in Tennessee, in Lebanon. They also work internationally in India. And as of January 2013, they will open their first building in India to start their international branch. So now that you know a little bit about Hope Again and you know about what human trafficking is, what are you supposed to do with this information? Well, here I am to tell you. There are a number of ways to stop human trafficking, but there are a few that Hope Again does here, locally, right in your backyard that you can be a part of. A few ways to be involved with them is to attend their benefit. Every year Hope Again throws a benefit in Lebanon with art performances and shows, and for a simple ticket price you get to experience this and learn more about human trafficking and see what your money can do. And all the proceeds from their benefit go to the tools to help build more places in India and help children right here and across the world that are being trafficked, that have been rescued. You can also give a donation on their Facebook page, facebook.com/hopeagain. You can donate as much or as little as you have. Any penny counts. Every single dime, penny, and nickel makes a difference for a child. And if you can't help out money-wise, the best way to help make a difference is to spread the information by word of mouth, internet, flyers, posters, anything. If people don't know about the problem, how do you expect a change to occur if anyone can tell you what it is? The best way to get this out is to spread it, and it's free. Telling people about this is free. You can just tell people, walk around, make it known. By letting people know what the problem is, there begins the change which will make a difference for children. The only way to stop human trafficking is to bring forth hope and action. By putting your effort and time into this, you will be creating a difference in not only one child's life, but many. You now know about human trafficking, the Hope Again Human Trafficking Organization, and how to start making a difference with the Hope Again organization. Just by giving your attention to this global epidemic can make a difference. You can prevent a child today from being trafficked tomorrow. So here's my plea for you. I plea that you help share the gift of time. Make an effort to stop this global epidemic that's spreading like wildfire, not only around the world, but around us. I want you to spread the word and to make it so that way children don't have to stare at a clock and see their lives change forever. I want a child to be able to look at a clock and know that that time will not define their life. Thank you.